April 30th was day 9 of our trip. And we spent the morning by getting all packed up. Valerie packed up everything. And this was the day we were supposed to check out of Brooklyn. So just as we were checking out, there was a new guy coming in to stay. Remember anything about him?
He was from West Virginia, and he came to visit with his friends. He came on the bus, and he was really tired, so we quickly just put the bedspread on the bed, and he went in to lie down. And just as we were going, actually, the housekeeper came in, so that's all I really remember.
So we got her back on the subway to leave there.
And to go to our next place.
Just a reminder that the day before we'd actually gone to the post office and mailed back a box of all our winter clothes and sweaters and stuff because we had too much stuff to lug.
Yeah.
And we didn't need it because the weather had been nicer than expected. So we had caught a cab in Brooklyn, about a mile from our place. It cost me about $70 to mail this box back, which includes our jackets, etc. All right, so we got on the subway to leave Brooklyn, and we made our way downtown to the Port Authority bus terminal near Times Square, and then we found out the route. We took bus 125 to Kerrigan Avenue in Union City, New Jersey, because that's what we thought we were staying, but it turned out it wasn't. So we phoned, and then Valerie had a mental breakdown on me because she was upset that I had changed my mind about whether we should take a cab or not.
I had already called the cab, and then all of a sudden he's like, "What did you do that for? You shouldn't have called a cab. You should just ask somebody." Well, we're in a really Latino neighborhood, and who knows if people speak English, because a lot of people in New York do not speak that good of English, actually,
So we finally got a cab, and he took us over to 117 20th Street, just off Palisades in Union City, New Jersey, which is just a mile or two west of the New Jersey border into Manhattan. So it was basically a 20-minute bus ride each time, and we had to take this every day going into Manhattan, coming back to New Jersey. And the blocks there are really long. It's like never ending. So we'd catch the bus. The bus cost $3.20 a person each direction. So on this day, we caught our way back to Manhattan because Valerie wanted to go to Hell's Kitchen. They had out on the street flea market. And I think Valerie bought something cool there.
Not that day, no.
No, not that day, okay.
No, not that day.
So we saw.
But it was very cool. It was a very cool place, but I just felt like I was wasting Terry's time looking around, so yeah, we didn't really.
Which, of course, she was.
Of course I was.
So that day after we'd walked from there, we went over to Mike's Deli.
We
had
deli.
burgers. My mother really wanted us to eat at delis, so we tried. So of course we got the subways, and then I went and I took a lot of pictures that day. And that's the day we decided we would catch the subway and go do photography up in Harlem. So we went up to West 145th Street, and we stopped in St. Nicholas Park, which runs for like a mile or two, and we walked through all of that, got lots of cool pictures, including video of squirrels.
Yeah, the park was very beautiful. It was just really, really nice park, and there was lots of like fenced-in areas for playing basketball, and the dads were out there with their kids throwing balls around, and the little kids were out on their little baby scooters, and it was just really, really nice family neighborhood that we saw. And the park was so lovely. It had tulips and daffodils everywhere, lots of squirrels.
So we started at 145th, and we walked all the way to 125th, 20 blocks through the park.
And we saw a for sale sign, condos for sale.
That's right, 1 or 2 bedrooms.
1 or 2 bedrooms, starting at $439,000 for a beginner condo in the cheap part of Harlem. I was told later that was a pretty good price.
So then we made our way back to Times Square yet again, and we had to go to the B.B. King Blues Bar for the second time, this time to see John Anderson of Yes in concert. And we were able to do photography and video in the club, which was standing room only because we didn't get there quick enough. Even though we got there at 7:15 and the show started at 8, we still could not get a seat, so I stood for 3 hours. My feet were just killing me.
Even though he had his new shoes on.
And John did sing many Yes songs, Yours is No Disgrace, Owner of a Lonely Heart, on and on and on, lots of them. So it was quite a good show.
And he sounded pretty good actually too. He sounded good. We liked that concert. We liked that concert. He played yeah, lots of cool music. That's all I have to say. Over to you, Terry.
So then we left and we probably had a hot dog. And then we got the subway. Oh no, we didn't get the subway because now this is our 4th stop, which is back to New Jersey. And so for our first sleep there, we stayed in the front room, which was the wrong room. It was a room big enough for one person, so we were crammed in there. And that night, I think I watched The Odd Couple and charged up the cameras and batteries every night. And we would take the 123 bus, which also took about 20 minutes. And we would be back to New Jersey.